Hey everybody, it's Book of Katherine. So in Revelations 18, it talks about the doom of Babylon being in the span of one single hour. It says, Doom, doom, the great city doomed, the city of Babylon, strong city. In 1 hour, it's over, your judgment come. And we've really learned that we can't really, these ancient texts have been around for 2,000 years now, this one in particular. And we can't really just go around saying, people for 2,000 years have been saying, oh, this belongs to this or this belongs to this. So we can't really just say it belongs to anything unless we can actually say this belongs, this means this. So when we say it's Beirut, did it happen in an hour? And this great city, did its downfall happen in an hour? And when it first happened, that's why I missed it, is that, it happened and it wasn't really covered in the media. And when some people pointed it out, I was like, oh, well, let's go compare it. And we started comparing it. And I was like, okay, 1 hour, you're doomed. And so I went and started looking through reports. Now, it's not so easy to find anymore, but people put it together. People actually, I've found broken links or wiped links now where people said end of the world. They caught it. And I've mentioned it in previous videos, but the smoke started rising for the Beirut explosions at the port right around when it exploded. The time that it exploded and the explosion went out to before, it was like 3 minutes off. And now all of those articles are gone or missing links. And now when you have timelines, you know how every kind of devastation video happens. There's every time like devastation happens and you look it up, the devastation for this Beirut explosion, now they give a timeline through history. They go through like the last 20 years of Beirut. They don't give a timeline anymore of that day. Those are all gone. All those links are gone, and they've replaced them with the last 20 years of Beirut and all the bombs they've ever had. You cannot find a timeline anymore. All you can find is what Wikipedia has, and they say it happened in 20 minutes, but what they say is that they arrived on scene when the smoke was already happening and the explosion had already begun. And that's interesting because when it first happened, for those of you who remember the Beirut explosion, because I remember when I first got involved, when I first started reading, they were saying remember, if you guys were involved in this, the news report said this is when people started noticing the smoke. This is when people started tweeting about the smoke. And that was all like at 6:05 or 5:05 or 5:03. And I remember that it was like 5:03 and then the explosion happened at like 6:05. And I remember that the difference was off by like 3 minutes. I was like, oh, that's odd. It's exactly an hour minus 3 minutes. And I was like, what? Oh, number 3. Oh, well, I don't know. That could be just more. But I remember it's off by 3 minutes. I was like, oh, we're usually really exactly on. It's always exactly on. It's usually exactly 60 minutes. It's not usually 3 minutes over or 3 minutes under. I was like, oh, that's really odd. Why is it it's not exactly an hour? Why is it off by exactly 3 minutes? And now you can't even find timelines for that day. Now all the timelines say they just drop you into the middle of the fire. And you will find it. Go ahead and start looking up Beirut explosion. And everything for that day, either the links are broken. And I find that interesting. They say, oh, end of the world. People have written blogs saying it's the end of the world because they saw that it was an hour. And they had timelines for the day, but all those timelines are gone. What's replaced them, the news media, Guardian, and everyone from Jerusalem Post to The Guardian to the BBC, they've all replaced it with timelines of the last 20 years. I even found one that had a timeline. You can see the old post used to say the timeline of the day. And now I kept refreshing it. And now it jumps it forward to a timeline of the last 20 years. And I'm like, but that's what The Guardian has. And I'm just like, wow, they've completely rewritten a new narrative that wasn't there just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when I was researching it. So that's something very, very interesting. They're covering up this fact that it's in 1 hour it's over, your judgment come. And I was like, other people were onto this way before I was onto it. Other people were onto it way, way before I was onto it. And they don't want us to know, or they don't want, I don't know, they don't want anyone to be doing a timeline. And we should ask ourselves, why, when in the world of Twitter, I even looked it up, where's the first tweet that caught the smoke going up? Where's the first tweet? That's something that would be a normal news story. The first tweet of the smoke going up. Won't find that anywhere. You won't find, in the world of today, they would always do, here is it from beginning to end. When the first smoke, here's the first smoke, to this, to this, to this. They did that for the Twin Towers. Here's the progression of all of the exact act. Nothing for this one. And it's really important to ask why that is. And also, when you dig into it, it starts to say that it wasn't even ammonium nitrate, that shipment was moved out in 2015. And get the heck this, the ship that ammonium nitrate came in on him, that's at the bottom of the sea. It was sunk before this ever happened. That's some creepy crap right there. The fact that the boat the ammonium nitrate came in is at the bottom of the sea. That's creepy right there. I don't know. So anyway, so that's just something. We'll keep on going. There's more stuff to come up. Anyway, and enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later. And if you can, go ahead and donate $1 for the month. Just $1 a month keeps all of us keep on going, because we're all supporting each other here. All right, I'll talk to you guys later, and see you guys on the next one. Bye. Oh, and also we're reading the Message. We've switched from the NASB, the New American Standard Bible. We've switched over to the Message translation of the ancient texts of the Old Testament and the New Testament, Hebrew and Greek translations of the ancient texts. That's been making a huge difference of us finding all this stuff. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.